Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to hook up a new vacuum and see how this thing runs. This is an Intex vacuum. It's one of those auto ones. It moves by itself and just picks up debris as it goes around. This one goes on the outlet side, key outlet side of your pool pump. So don't mix that one up. All the other vacuums I have go on the intake side, the suction side. So this one is a little bit different. Spoiler alert, it's a lot better than the other vacuums. So you should check it out. Here's what it looks like. Or first, the install is pretty easy. This, like I said, it goes on your outlet side. Screws on. My outlet side has two smaller, and a bigger and a smaller threaded ring. This one screws onto the smaller threaded ring. And I have the ultra frame pool, 12 by 24. So you make sure you've got the right setup. I took a gamble, bought it anyway, and it's set up for mine because I have an Intex pool, and I think most of them, it should be okay, and the older ones, maybe not. I don't know. But once you hook it up, it's really almost brainless operation. Let's take a look. Hey guys, one more tip about hooking up this vacuum. Notice there's two threaded rings. One that's bigger, one that's smaller. This is your output side of your pool where the water comes out of the filter. You're gonna put your vacuum attachment on that smaller threaded ring. That's where it goes. Many people will come up and say, hey, it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't fit on the larger one. It only fit on that smaller one. So just so you know how that hooks up. So it should look like that when you start. All you do is unscrew this, take that off, and put your vacuum on the inside ring of that. So all there is to it. And this is the part that fits on that smaller ring adapter of this vacuum. I took the basket out just so you could see it a little better, but yeah, that just twists on. This locks into place, kind of twists into place here. And then you just submerge this vacuum, start it up, and let it vacuum you. It's pretty easy. Anyway, guys, you can see I got a pine tree right behind me, a very large pine tree. Ignore my skimmer thing floating for the moment. And it gets pine needles all over this thing, but that vacuum picks it up great. Now, another thing about this vacuum is you can add these, what they call brushes. They just kind of slide into place there and lock into place. Mine came with a bunch of brushes. That basically just kind of stirs up the bottom and allows you to pick up the smaller pieces. If you want to pick up the larger pieces, it says go ahead and take those brushes off. But I usually just pull those out with my hand skimmer. The larger pieces, those are pretty easy to get with that. And then just let this get the small stuff. Now, if you want to empty this vacuum, you basically unlock these four things on each side, these little locks. And you pull that off, and there's what it picks up. So you just pull this out, and this only goes in one way. It's a little screen. See, it picks all that stuff out. You can dump all that out, and then these little pegs fit into these holes. I don't want to take mine all the way off right now, but that's just how that goes. The little pegs fit in like that, and then you put everything back on. And here's a little close-up. It just hits around that, locks into that, and then you press that down to lock it up. So you latch it there and press that down. And that's how you do that on four sides to get it back together.
The water off like the tarp thingy, and the water sprayed up in Sammy's face.
Yeah. I guess it won't take too long to vacuum.
And the best part is we don't have to hold the vacuum.
Yeah. That's it, guy. That vacuum is simple. It's awesome. I'll let it run 3 or 4 hours a day. I think my pump runs 5 hours a day. I'll let it run the entire time, just getting the pool stays so clean. Really happy with this thing. Let me give you some details on my pump real quick. Here's the details on my pump. I have the sand filter pump. It says it's like a 2.1 amp. I don't think it really says what the flow rate is really here, but I know one thing that this vacuum will advertise or says in the book over and over. If you get it in there and it doesn't move, you either have air in the hose or your pump's not strong enough. Oh, here's my pump. So you can compare this to yours and maybe look up the specs on that one. But it is more than powerful enough, this little pump, to run that vacuum, and it runs well. Well, hey guys, that's all we have for today for the vacuum. I highly recommend you pick one of these up. I think I got mine on eBay, super cheap. I don't know, 60, 70 bucks. Much better than that vacuum kit I had before. And I'll link the video up here. You had to do a lot of different things to get it running right. You had to plug one side of the intake to make it stronger. It fit on the intake side. This new one fits on the output side, T here. And it just runs great. Runs great, keeps this pool clean, makes my job much easier.